everyone! Welcome back to my channel, Trash to Teach.
What if I told you that you could run a full professional Linux system inside your Windows 11 computer, no dual boot, no wiping your hard drive, no complicated setup in less than 20 minutes? That's exactly what we're doing today. My name is Trash to Teach, and in this video I'm going to walk you through step-by-step how to install Ubuntu Linux on Hyper-V, which is Microsoft's own built-in virtual machine technology inside Windows 11. No third-party software, no paid tools, everything you need is already sitting on your computer right now. Whether you're a developer who needs a Linux environment, a student learning Linux for the first time, or just someone who's curious, by the end of this video, you'll have a fully working Ubuntu system running inside Windows 11. Let's get into it. What is Hyper-V? Before we touch any settings, let me give you a 60-second explanation of what Hyper-V actually is, because understanding this will make every step make sense. Hyper-V is a hypervisor. A hypervisor is special software that sits between your physical hardware and your operating systems, and it lets you run multiple operating systems at the same time on the same machine. Think of it like this: your physical computer is a building. Hyper-V is the architect who divides that building into separate apartments. Each apartment is completely isolated. The tenant in apartment 1 that's Windows 11 has no idea what's happening in apartment 2 that's Ubuntu. Now here's why Hyper-V is special compared to tools like VirtualBox or VMware. Hyper-V is a Type 1 hypervisor, which means it runs directly at the hardware level, not on top of Windows. This makes it significantly faster, more stable, and more efficient. It's the same technology Microsoft uses to run thousands of virtual machines in their Azure cloud, and it's been built into Windows 10 and 11 Pro for free. One important note: Hyper-V is available on Windows 11 Pro, Enterprise, and Education editions. It is not available on Windows 11 Home. If you're on Home Edition, I'll mention an alternative at the end of this video, but for most of you, you're good to go. Alright, let's check if your system is compatible.
Here are the requirements to run Hyper-V on Windows 11, Windows 11 Pro, Enterprise, or Education, 64-bit processor with second-level address translation, SLAT, CPU, must support VM monitor mode extensions, minimum 4 GB RAM. I recommend 8 GB or more. Virtualization must be enabled in your BIOS/UEFI. Let me show you how to verify all of these right now. First, press Windows key plus R to open the Run dialog. Type msinfo32 and press Enter. This opens your System Information panel. Look at the System Type field. It should say x64-based PC. That confirms you have a 64-bit processor. Now scroll down to the very bottom of this page and look for the section called Hyper-V Requirements. If every item here says yes, you're completely ready. If you see virtualization enabled in firmware, no, don't worry. I'll show you exactly how to fix that. Another quick check: open Task Manager with Control plus Shift plus Escape. Go to the Performance tab, click on CPU. In the bottom right corner, look for Virtualization. If it says Enabled, perfect. If it says Disabled, we need to enable it in BIOS. If your virtualization is disabled, here's the quick fix. You need to restart your computer, enter BIOS by pressing F2, Delete, or F10 depending on your manufacturer. Find the setting called Intel VT-X or AMD-V or SVM mode. Enable it, save, and restart. The exact steps vary by manufacturer, so just search your laptop brand plus Enable Virtualization BIOS 2025, and you'll find exactly how to do it. It takes about 2 minutes. All right, let's assume you're ready. Time to turn on Hyper-V. Enabling Hyper-V on Windows 11. There are 2 ways to enable Hyper-V. I'll show you the easiest one first, using the Windows Features dialog, and then a faster method using PowerShell. Method 1, Windows Features. Click the Start button and type. Turn Windows Features on or off. Open the first result. A new window will appear with a long list of features. Scroll down until you find Hyper-V. Click the checkbox next to it and make sure all the sub-items inside it are also checked. That includes Hyper-V management tools and Hyper-V platform. Click OK. Windows will now download and install the required components. This usually takes 1 to 3 minutes depending on your system speed. When it's done, Windows will ask you to restart your computer. Click Restart Now. Do not skip this restart. Hyper-V needs a full restart to properly initialize at the hardware level. Method 2. PowerShell. If you prefer the faster method, right-click on Start, choose Windows Terminal, Admin, or PowerShell, Admin, and type this command exactly. Type command in PowerShell, press Enter. Type Y when prompted to restart. Done. After the restart, you'll notice your boot screen might look slightly different. That's completely normal. Hyper-V is now active at the system level, running before Windows itself. Let's verify it worked. Search for Hyper-V Manager in the Start menu and open it. If you see this window and with your computer name listed in the left panel, Hyper-V is working perfectly. You're now running the same hypervisor technology that powers Microsoft Azure. Now let's go download Ubuntu. Downloading Ubuntu ISO. Open your browser and go to ubuntu.com/download/desktop. Always download from the official Ubuntu website, never from third-party sources. As of 2025, the latest long-term support version is Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, codenamed Noble Numbat. LTS means long-term support. Ubuntu will provide security updates and support for this version for 5 years. I always recommend LTS for beginners and professionals alike. It's stable, well-supported, and has the largest community of users who can help you if you run into issues. Click the download button. The ISO file is around 5 to 6 gigabytes, so depending on your internet speed, this could take anywhere from 2 minutes to 15 minutes. While that downloads, let me tell you something important. The ISO file you're downloading is a disk image. It's a complete, perfect copy of what would normally be burned onto a physical disk. When we create our virtual machine, Hyper-V will use this ISO as a virtual DVD drive to boot and install Ubuntu from. Once the download is complete, note exactly where it's saved. The default location is your Downloads folder, and we'll need that path in just a moment. Now let's build the virtual machine. Configuring the VM settings. Right-click on your new VM and select Settings. This opens the full configuration panel. First, Security. Click on Security in the left panel. You'll see Enable Secure Boot is checked, and the template is set to Microsoft Windows. Change the template from Microsoft Windows to Microsoft UEFI Certificate Authority. This is essential for Ubuntu. Without this change, Ubuntu will refuse to boot. Now click on Processor in the left panel. By default, Hyper-V gives your VM only one virtual processor. For Ubuntu, I strongly recommend increasing this to at least 2 processors, and if your CPU has 8 or more cores, give it 4. More processors means a smoother, more responsive Ubuntu experience. Now let's set up networking. In the right-hand Actions panel, click Virtual Switch Manager. Click New Virtual Network Switch. Select External. This allows Ubuntu to access your real network and the internet through your physical network adapter. Name it something simple like External Switch. Make sure it's connected to your actual network adapter. Click OK. Windows may warn you that this will briefly disconnect your network. That's normal. It usually takes about 10 seconds. Click Yes. Now go back to your VM settings. Click Network Adapter, and in the drop-down, select the external switch you just created. Click OK. Your VM now has full internet access. Installing Ubuntu. Now the exciting part. Right-click your VM and click Connect. A new window will open. This is your virtual machine screen. Click the big green Start button, and watch your screen. Ubuntu is booting from the ISO file. You'll see the Ubuntu logo and some loading dots. This may take 30 to 60 seconds the first time. You'll land on a screen with options. Select Try or Install Ubuntu. It should already be highlighted and press Enter. Ubuntu will load a live environment, and then the installer will automatically open. This is one of the most beginner-friendly installers of any operating system in the world. Select your language and click Next. Accessibility options. Skip for now, click Next, select your keyboard layout. The default is usually correct. Click Next. If your networking was set up correctly, Ubuntu will detect your connection here. Select Use Wired Connection and click Next. Now this is a key choice. What to install. Interactive installation equals standard full install. Automated installation equals for advanced users/system admins. Choose interactive installation. Click Next. On the next screen, default installation is perfect for most users. It installs Ubuntu with essential apps pre-installed. Click Next. I recommend checking both boxes here. Install third-party software for graphics and Wi-Fi hardwares and download and install support for additional media formats. This installs drivers and codecs that make Ubuntu work better out of the box. Click Next. Now, disk setup. This screen might look scary, but inside a virtual machine, it's perfectly safe. Choose Erase Disk and install Ubuntu. Remember, this is only erasing the virtual hard drive we created, not your real Windows drive. Click Next. Now create your user account. Enter your name, your computer name, a username, and a strong password. Choose whether you want to log in automatically or require a password at startup. For security, I recommend requiring a password. Select your time zone. Ubuntu usually detects this automatically from your network connection. Confirm it's correct and click Next. Review your choices. Everything look good? Click Install. Ubuntu is now installing. This typically takes between 5 and 15 minutes depending on your computer's speed. While this runs, here's something worth knowing. Ubuntu is copying about 3 to 4 gigabytes of data to your virtual hard drive, setting up the file system, installing the bootloader, and configuring hundreds of system packages. Your computer is doing a lot of work right now. Installation complete. Click Restart Now. You'll see a message asking you to remove the installation medium. In Hyper-V, this happens automatically. Just press Enter, and there it is. Ubuntu 24.04 LTS, running inside Hyper-V on your Windows 11 machine. Enter your password and log in. Welcome to Ubuntu. Post-install setup. We're almost done, but there are 3 things you should do right now to get the best experience. First, update everything. Open the terminal by pressing Ctrl+Alt+T and type sudo apt-update and sudo apt-upgrade-ye. Press Enter, type your password, and hit Enter again. This downloads and installs all available updates. Do this every few weeks to keep Ubuntu secure and stable. Second, install Hyper-V integration services. The good news is they're already included in modern Ubuntu kernels, but let's make sure they're active. Type sudo apt install linux-virtual linux-cloud-tools-virtual linux-tools-virtual-y. This installs the Hyper-V specific kernel modules that improve performance, enable clipboard sharing, dynamic screen resizing, and better mouse integration. After this finishes, restart Ubuntu once. Third, enable enhanced session mode for the best experience. In Hyper-V Manager, click on your VM in the list, then in the right panel, click Settings. Go to Enhanced Session Mode Policy and check Allow Enhanced Session Mode. Enhanced Session Mode gives you features like shared clipboard between Windows and Ubuntu, audio redirection, USB device sharing, and much better graphics performance. You now have a fully configured, production-ready Ubuntu virtual machine.